Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I've got some giveaway and news updates for both PC and console, and some of these are only going to be up for a short duration, so you're going to want to make sure to act sooner rather than later. As always, chapters to each topic are listed below. First up, starting on the PC side of things, we currently have the second part of the year-long event campaign live. This is a Pahvo event, and your daily options for participation are Pahvo Dissension for ground or Paralover Pahvo for space. So either of those can be done in about 10 to 15 minutes per day, and if you're doing the space one, that is Nadarian compatible if you're into that playstyle. Now, the console you get from this event is Reflective Crystalline Shielding. My initial thought on this console was that it wasn't going to be good, and the testing that I've done, Nick NB and several others, has pretty much confirmed that. It is a very, very weak console, and even on a budget survivability build, you're probably better off just slotting like another resistance console if that's really what you're looking for. The damage this thing does with the reflection is extremely poor. I think I saw a parse from Nick MB earlier where on a tank build in HSE, he had only a couple hundred DPS from this console on a full plus threat build. So that is just abysmal. In some of the testing I did on stream the other day, I actually had a run where this console did 7.5 DPS. So yeah, the reflection abilities continue to perform poorly ever since the feedback pulse nerf, and this console is no exception. The event is still worth playing, however, to get your event campaign progress, but don't expect much from the actual event reward itself. Next up for PC, there is a 20% Lobi Sale that's been running most of the week, and this is going to be ending tomorrow, March 22nd at noon Pacific time. So if you've got anything you've been wanting to pick up from the Lobi store, now is the time to act. But if you miss this sale, don't worry, these tend to pop up around once a month. Next up, PC just had an upgrade event go live today, and this is going to be running up through March 25th. So if you have any gear that you've been looking to upgrade, this is a great weekend for you to do so. And next up, the Kiith Intel Warbird has now officially been added to the Infinity Lockbox as of March 20th on PC, and for those of you on console, it'll be arriving over there on April 29th. So the Kiith Intel Warbird was accidentally added to the game on March 18th. I did a stream, played around with it. It was very clearly an unfinished version that we got on Tuesday, but we now have the correct and official version with the Thursday patch. So if you did pick it up Tuesday, it automatically updated to the correct stats. And the blog here pretty much matches what we saw on the box for the ship, though the blog here does have a few inaccuracies. It's listing the wrong console, the wrong experimental weapon, the wrong mastery package. Yeah, just STO things. And here are the updated tooltips for the accessories off of the Kiith, now that it is officially live. So the console here, the passive is ability cooldowns hasted by 10%. That is only for attack and intel bridge officer abilities. The clicky here is not affected by Uncon or Voven, so it is stuck at that 1 minute recharge. The damage from it is nothing that special from what I've seen so far. And the experimental weapon is Entropic Agitator. The performance on this is the same as what I saw when I was testing it the other day, meaning it is quite bad and you can just completely forget it exists. And as for the Starship trait, the two lines here that are the 2 self plasma damage, I initially thought those weren't doing anything, but upon doing some testing the other day, it does appear that this is actually bugged, and this is providing a plasma damage buff to any plasma stuff on your build. And it's really weird when it works. You're going to see the damage numbers at the top left like flicker up and down heavily. So as I decloak here and start shooting, you see the numbers just spike up and then right back down. And if I don't have the trait on, like, the spikes are nowhere near that, so don't be surprised if that plus plasma damage is taken away with a future patch. Now, as for how the trait is performing, if you're willing to do the cloak decloak spam every 15 seconds to get high uptime on this trait, the numbers from it seem to be good, but we don't know how much of that is being influenced by the plus plasma damage buff that this trait currently has. Overall, the Kiith is a very capable platform. It's got a good bridge officer setup. Its survivability stats are on the weaker side, and you're not really getting anything in exchange for that, which I talked about in the video the other day. But if you're interested in the ship itself, it is certainly worth taking a look at. But if you're interested in it for its accessories like that Starship trait, I would highly recommend you hold off and give it a few patches to see what this thing looks like a couple weeks from now. Next up, with the March 20th PC patch, the character-bound Lithium Vanity Shield issue has now been resolved. Users that purchased any of the new Vanity shields from that promotion will now have an in-game mail from Cryptic and Deca with an account-bound version of the shields they purchased attached. And next up, I have some more Discord giveaways for you guys. So the first is in the CasualSAB Discord in the giveaways channel. You just have to hit the blue party icon right below to enter. This is PC only, and it is for a T6 coupon and 3 of the Tier 6X experimental ship upgrades. And over in the Builds Discord in the giveaways channel there is a Breen Cathsar Intel Courier, courtesy of Captain Wallace, and that is also for PC only. These giveaways are going to be running for the next 8 days until March 29th. And next up, for those of you into the story side of things, if you're wanting to hear about some of the aftermath from the recent story mission, there's a brand new lore blog up, which I'll have linked in the pinned comment below. And on the console side of things, you guys have a Start Your Adventure sale that's been live most of the week and is going to be up until tomorrow, March 22nd at noon Pacific time, so just under a day left on this. That is 25% off everything in the services, uniforms, personnel, and starter packs tabs of the store. So this is really great for slots and services, so make sure to take advantage if you're needing any of those. And there's quite a few things going on for console next week. So on the 25th, you guys are going to have the start of a Klingon recruitment event. And alongside this, there will be a Klingon sale running in the store, just like we saw on PC. And then on Friday, March 28th, console is going to be getting the Section 31 rifle giveaway that we had a couple months ago on PC. So this is just going to be for a single character. So it is a fun ground weapon, works really well with the covert assault drones. If you're looking to pick it up, again, make sure you're claiming it on the character you actually want it on. And next up, for those of you interested in having a physical copy of the Enterprise F from Star Trek Online and Star Trek Picard, Fanhome has their XL model now available to purchase standalone without a subscription. It is a bit pricey though, at about $100 after shipping, but the model is a pretty big size. I unboxed it on a stream recently. It's going to be about a foot long, and you can see it there next to the Cyclone 2 controller I recently reviewed. So compared to your standard Xbox controller, that is pretty large. And the detail on it is good. The only area that people have complained about is the impulse areas here not having red on them. So there's been quite a few people just going in and painting red on that part themselves. But overall, the build quality of it's good, and if you've been wanting to own a physical model of the Odyssey, you've got something that's really detailed now. And my camera work when I recorded this last night was not great, but I'll skip around so you can see it from a few different angles. There's a side view. And unfortunately, all of the audio from that recording last night got screwed up. There's the underside. And you can even see the little Aquarius shell at the back there. There's the deflector. So if this is something you've been wanting, it is, again, now available in stock to purchase standalone. It is expensive, but these XL models have always been a bit on the pricey side. And that's going to be it for today. I am currently working on the reviews and build videos for all of the bundle ships. I know I'm a little bit behind schedule on those, but expect to see those flood out next week. I've been trying to do some different builds on the ships. On the Shangri-La, I have it as like a themed pulse phaser build. I don't really enjoy flying it, but I know you guys are tired of seeing me do plasma CSV on everything, so I'm trying to do things that are a little bit different. So I've got the Ark Royal and Shangri-La covered so far. I'm curious, though, what builds you guys would like to see on, like, the Pioneer 2, the Gagarin, or the Corolla, I guess. Is there anything different you want me to do there? Let me know in the comment section down below. But again, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.